Well, I hope everyone has enjoyed their weekend. This is Coach Gene, your energetic health and wellness coach, coming at you with another live video. And our discussion on this evening is going to be about Reiki and it being a great start for your healing journey. So I hope something will be said actually to encourage you as it relates to your energetic awareness and you taking back ownership of your healing. Yes. So again, my desire is to assist individuals with trading the stress that they deal with from a day-to-day basis and transmuting that energy into relaxation. And I do that through a number of modalities. I'm a Reiki practitioner, a Tai-Chi and Qigong instructor, and breath practitioner. And I always encourage my clients with making sure that as they seek out to get assistance, that they always seek to assist themselves in taking on a practice for themselves. It is time for us to begin as not just physical beings, but energetic beings, to taking our power back and having a responsibility into understanding how to navigate not only the physical life, but the energetic life. And I think that is a great segue on the topic and discussion that Reiki is a great start for your healing journey. As a Reiki Master, I teach levels 1 to Reiki 1, Reiki 2, and Reiki 3 this weekend. I had a wonderful opportunity in teaching Reiki at Bars and Stripes in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, actually Northport, Alabama, just north of Tuscaloosa, this weekend, and had an amazing time. We had online students and actual students they're actually also on site. We had individuals who were taking the class for certification, and then others that were taking the class for enrichment or just for understanding. And I wanted to point out that Reiki is a great segue if you're interested in understanding and knowing the foundations of your energies as it relates to being an energy being as well as a physical being. You know, you have questions related to how energy plays a part in your life. You know, I know that there are a lot of individuals out there that may have their feelings about Reiki and how it may or may not line up with the Bible or the Word of God. Well, be an individual who has a relationship with God and understands the Word of God. I've been an elder, a deacon, and so I'm one to share with individuals that these individual practices of mind, body, and soul, like yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong, Reiki, pranayama, these particular practices do not hinder your relationship with God. I'd like to argue that, if anything, it is an enhancement on your relationship with God as it relates to you understanding your life as a spiritual being. I have a lot of clients that actually come to see me that are dealing with different stressors within their life, typically an emotional stressor, and is unable to shake certain frequencies or stressors or traumas that have overcome them. And part of that is not truly, I guess, understanding and having full insight as it relates to you being a spiritual being. And so what do I mean a spiritual being or an energetic being? Because we have been created in the image of God, we have to realize that we're not only flesh and blood, but we're our consciousness, or we're our awareness. And being awareness, our thoughts have weight to them. Our thoughts are frequencies. Our thoughts are energetic wavelengths that assist us to navigate our life as energetic beings. So much so that our thoughts impact the way our body navigates the physical realm. Good example, if you have bad thoughts, or if you have unhealthy negative thoughts, after time, those thoughts will have an impact on your physical body. So as an energy being, you have to realize that you do have to govern your thoughts. The Bible, even the Bible and all type of sacred writings throughout indigenous cultures around the world teach about having a sound mind. And that sound mind, energetically, if it's not used to hold a high frequency of love and compassion and forgiveness, if you're not holding those vibrations, and you're leaning toward lower vibrations of consistent anger, frustration, unforgiveness, hatred, malice, those things will eventually have an impact on your physical body. And so that's why I share that Reiki is actually a pretty good start for an individual to understand the foundation of their walk as energy beings. Yes, you get understanding about your life as a spiritual, energetic being in church, and other practices and other teachings. But Reiki is another extension to that. And I wanted to just kind of share briefly, my perspective on that. In our class, when we talk about Reiki and the foundations of it being an energy medicine healing art, one of the main principles of Reiki is that it's a healing art that cannot do any harm. It's an energy within all of us. It is said that Reiki is attunement based, where there is some truth to that, and I do have my thoughts about that, but I believe that every individual harnesses the life force energy of the Almighty or the Creator. And as we have a practice, a subtle practice of enhancing our energetic awareness, these practices can affect and better our nervous system. And with that, with an improved nervous system, it will also give a great response to how our body falls into balance or homeostasis. Reiki, as a Reiki Master Instructor, I help individuals walk that path of understanding how they can navigate their life as energy beings. So I encourage individuals who have questions about, again, their life as an energy being. How does energy medicine play a part in my life? How can I align myself with my highest vibration so that energy medicine can take a part of my life? I encourage them to take a Reiki class. Reiki 1 is a great foundation. You don't have to be a Reiki master. but Reiki is just one modality of energy medicine, a indigenous practice that actually assists individuals with having an autonomy with their energetic health and wellness. There are many different modalities, but for me, Reiki was a great start. Not only was it a great start as I continued my journey in Reiki, it has actually helped me to open up other healing modalities and gifts that I have. And so Reiki is just one modality that I use to work with my clients, but I use a lot of other modalities as well. But Reiki was that first start for me, and Reiki could possibly be that opening initial healing modality that can assist you related to the gifts that you have. Even if you're not called to be a healing practitioner, it still is an additional, it still has additional information and enrichments to help you, again, navigate your life as an energy being. How to optimize your energetic frequency by governing the thoughts that come through your mind. How to optimize your eating habits so that it's not affecting your metabolism and drawing you down into a lower vibrational state. How to navigate and optimize your relationship with yourself. You know, are you loving yourself? Are you feeling confident? Are you honoring your body or honoring the way you move through life? See, these are all important things that affect you energetically. We think that a spiritual life is all about, you know, just prayer and fasting. No, those things that are spiritual are very much practical. You know, you can tell a lot about an individual and their vibrational energy state by the way they treat themselves and by the way they treat others. That'll give you a great telltale sign as it relates to how they navigate their own health and wellness. And so those are kind of my thoughts as it relates to encouraging you. If you ever have questions about you and the energetic part of you, you know, you're physical, but you're also energy, that taking a Reiki level 1 course could be not only a great introduction, but also it could be a great pathway into possibly opening you up to understanding maybe a little bit more about energetic gifts that you have. It has happened for me. I mean, I went from sharing Reiki with my clients to also being a metaphysician, which entails being an energetic minister and actually introducing individuals to their purpose in life and giving them an opportunity to walk in their authenticity. See, it's a lot more than just balancing someone's chakras and energy. There is yet another level to the spiritual life. That another level is you as an individual accepting the plan, the purpose, and the path for your life. We all have a purpose and a plan and a path. And so when you realize that you're walking in a high vibrational frequency and your body is harmonized and balanced, the other part of that is walking in your energetic signature, your authenticity, your purpose in life, so that you are actually carrying out the things that are going to open doors of opportunity for you and your family and the next generation. You know, and so yes, having a good job, yes, being educationally qualified, you know, all of these things are important. Having the correct education and being able to articulate and execute that education. But there are a lot of us that really need to understand another aspect to our life, and that is to ultimately allow the heart to be a part of that equation, right? We have head knowledge, we have hand knowledge, and we also have heart knowledge. In 1991, they said that the same neurotransmitters that are in the mind are also in the heart. And for a lot of us, our hearts are not having the input that it needs as it relates to the plan and purpose for our lives. We have a lot of head knowledge and hand knowledge, but we don't have head-heart coherence. We've lost a feeling about what it is that we enjoy and what we would like out of life, because we got caught up comparing ourselves. Right? We got into the situation where we saw, yes, I want to be an architect, or yes, I want to be a business person, and I want to have a lot of money in order to feed my family and take care of the poor. You know, that was something that you saw in somebody else. But you always have to remember, when you're heading down these paths of success, that you also check in with your heart and your path and purpose, your authenticity. And we can't do that if we're caught up in stressful situations trying to keep up with the Joneses. See, the Word of God talks about marking the perfect man. Marking the perfect man doesn't mean copying the perfect man or woman. You always have to stay true to yourself. And staying true to yourself is being able to hear and feel your heart. And a lot of my clients who come into my office to get rid of certain dis-ease or frequencies like high blood pressure, stress, fibromyalgia, all these typical stress in their life, a lot of them have lost feeling as it relates to what they identify, what makes sense to them. It's because they're wrapped up about what people think about them, what they think they should be doing, instead of checking in their heart as it relates to what is it that I like? What is it that I wanted to do? What is it that I want to find success in? Yes, architecture, even for me, I was an architect major at Tuskegee. I was a construction superintendent for 30 years. But now, harnessing that particular education and roadmap for my life has actually directed me from building buildings to assisting people to building their own personal lives. That's right, the story is not over for you, it's just beginning. So don't stop or consider that God has just finished with you as it relates to you just being a success on the job, a success at your school, a success on the team. There are other dimensions for you to walk into. That's right, you are multi-talented, right? You're more than just a mind. You're more than just a money maker, right? You're more than just a dad, a father, or a mother, right? You're also a healer. You're also an encouragement. You're also an open door and opportunity for someone as you realize who you are. And so the takeaway is, again, the modality of a Reiki 1 course can actually help you open up your spirit to hear what it is that your heart has to say about the matter. It helped me and opened a lot of doors for me as a Reiki 1 practitioner, Reiki 2, then Reiki Master, to open up the door for a whole lot of other modalities. So like I said, I'm not only assisting individuals with balancing their energies, but even more importantly, helping individuals to align with their authenticity. That right there is probably one of the most important assignments we have as humans, as individuals. We've come here into this three-dimensional world not only to live a life of health and wellness, but to remember the agreement that we made so that we might walk that path of allowing balance to flow through us, our legacy, and the world around us. So don't knock Reiki. I know a lot of people have their negative thoughts about Reiki, but that's one modality. If it's not Reiki for you, it might be yoga. If it's not yoga, it might be Tai Chi or Qigong. Any of those mind, body, and breath modalities will help you open to your awareness, open up to feel your frequency, feel what it is that your heart is drawing you to. When the Bible talks about God giving you the desires of your heart, He's not just giving you, I want this Mercedes, I want this Mercedes, this Benz, or I want, this, that, or the other. No, the desires that God is talking about giving you, He has actually implanted that desire into your heart. And if you're congested with what everybody else has to say, or if you're congested about what happened to you in the past, or if you're congested about what you fearful of what might happen to you in the future, you're not actually hearing or actually getting your heart or God's perspective related to the desires that He wants you to fulfill. Reiki, along with other modalities, is a great start to help those congestions move to the side, for you to understand proper breathing, proper relaxation, proper eating, proper exercise, so that you can relax to be able to get a head-heart coherence about your plan, purpose, and the will of God for your life. So with that, have an amazing day. And as Coach Gene always say, be great, be intentional, and above everything, please be authentically you. Bye-bye.